What's going on, gents? As you guys can see, tonight I'm going to start us off with a clip. I normally don't start us off with a clip, but tonight is going to happen. This is the foundation in which we're going to be talking tonight. And so let me know in the chat if you guys can hear this once I play it, but I'm just going to get started with this.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. Here are the 3 biggest lies that single women tell themselves. Let's go.
All right. How is everybody doing tonight? What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. And as you can see, again, I started us off tonight with that clip. I'll probably play it one more time for the people that will just be coming in. But as you can tell, our subject of the night is going to cover the 3 biggest lies that modern women tell themselves. Now, I was looking at this clip, and in and of itself, nothing is special. I was actually going to take the opening clip and use it to make a bigger video. But after I got to like 17 clips that I was going to include in this, I was like, well, this sounds like a good live stream topic. So we're going to listen to the 3 biggest lies that women tell themselves based upon what this woman is saying. And I started to see what she was talking about because, as you guys know, I pull a lot of clips from a lot of different sources. And when I started thinking about the stuff that I had pulled, it made more sense than she's talking about. Now, is this all the lies that women tell themselves? No. We're just going to focus in on the few examples that she gives and some other videos that are going to bolster her remarks. Now, I found when I was going through the clips that some of the clips are interchangeable with what she's talking about. But that's what happens when people lie, right? Everything gets jumbled. Everything gets conflated. So once we get more people up in here, I'll do some shout outs. But first, I'll say, Alexander, Ville, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight. Right. So again, our topic of the evening, the 3 biggest lies that women tell themselves. We're going to get into clip number 2 here in a second. I'm going to bolster this point. Now, this next clip that I'm going to show you guys is really just to show you how women are out there, how modern women are out there describing their dating experiences, right? Now, I want to set the tone with this next clip because it's going to set the tone because you'll be able to see how maybe these women have told themselves some lies about why they're in their situation. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Why am I not good enough to date? If you want to hook up with me, why do you not want to date me? And then it's like, is it my personality? Am I that insufferable?
When I tell people that I've never officially been on a date with someone, they don't believe me. But to me, a date is like actually going to a nice restaurant that someone's planned. And I've never had that.
Clearly, I'm not doing something right.
If you do not want to be with her, just tell me.
When I was little, I really didn't think it was going to be this hard to find someone.
It's literally just so confusing and so stressful, and no one seems to really know what they actually want.
When, I don't know how to fix this.
I just want a family.
I had to come to terms with knowing that I'm not a woman that men commit to.
It seems like women have this idea that just because they are women, that men should be jumping to wife them up and make them their girlfriends. When in reality, if you're just going to be a woman and that's all you're bringing, then they're just going to simply sleep with you. And they're not going to really take you serious for anything more because you don't provide any more than the fact that you are the opposite sex.
So at first I wasn't going to let him say what he said, but actually it kind of goes to the point, right? Why do women wind up getting with the type of guys that's leading them to feel that they're in that situation? It's because of the lies that women tell themselves. So I'm going to run it back to our original clip since we have another viewer or two in here, just to show you guys where we get this tonight's topic from.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. Here are the 3 biggest lies that single women tell themselves.
All right. Now we just did the clips. I'm going to let the first lie, I'm going to let her describe it here right now.
Let's go. Number 1, the right man will accept me as I am. A lot of single women will say things like, the right man is going to love me for me, so I'm not changing for anybody. But they use that as an excuse to justify their undesirable traits.
All right. So you hear that. So the first lie that modern women tell themselves, the first lie that we're going to go through tonight is the right man will accept me for who I am. Now, if you guys have watched any amount of videos on YouTube and in these spaces, you all may have heard that before. Hell, I got female friends and I hear it from them too, right? And we're going to go through a number of videos, and these videos are going to show us women who have this mindset that men are supposed to just accept them for exactly who they are. Now, I will concede this. When you starting to talk to people, they're getting to know you, you're getting to know them. Maybe some of you guys, if been on dates, I don't know how many of you guys have, how long it's been, if any of you guys been on any dates, but you're feeling each other out. Now, I really can't blame women or a man for that instance. If you know who you are, she knows who she is, you're talking to each other and you realize it just doesn't work. It just doesn't fit. Who you are and who they are completely different people, or at least you're not compatible to be together. I don't think anything is wrong with that. To say, you know what, I thank you for your time. Just, we're not a fit. All good, right? I don't really have a problem with that. And let me know if you guys have a problem with that. Would you want to know the truth straight up, or for it to be, for them to drag it on? See, some of these women will drag it on to see if they like you. But we all know that's code for just getting more resources out of you, or, using you to whatever end she needs you for in that moment. But when you hear these women talking about, well, I know the right man gonna come along, and I done been through all this and through all these dudes and through all these situations, then eventually you got to realize that at some point, the common denominator is you, okay? And part of women lying to themselves is their inability to be able to reconcile with that. All right. So I'm going to set up the next clip. Our first example tonight. Now, again, modern women want you to accept them for who they are. Maybe some of you guys have seen this clip going around, but I thought it was very pertinent toward our discussion.
Mom of 7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a little, hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you, because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on one person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own. Yep. That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids. Right. But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No, hear me out.
That's good advice. Now, I let that play all the way through because you guys may have seen that clip running around here with a woman with 7 kids. And you know what? I don't know if that woman telling the truth or not, that she had 7 kids and there's only one baby daddy. That right there says to me, how do you and a man that has 7 kids together, because she claims it's one dude, why not work it out with that dude? Why not? Oh, well, he was cheating and this, that, and the third. Listen, you have 7 kids with this man. I have heard women get on the internet on these clips, and I actually have a video tonight. Women will accept a dude for cheating if he got money. So obviously, this dude probably wasn't loaded with money, the baby daddy. And so she couldn't find that acceptable balance. I'm not trying to justify cheating whatsoever. What I'm saying is, given the statistics and given the fact that you gave this man 7 kids, you should be doing everything in your power to keep that man around to assist with his own children. All right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy that her thing was, well, is it good? Is it possible for a woman with 7 kids to be able to find a good dude? Anything's possible, man. Okay, anything's possible. But to think that there'll be women out there that says, oh, you know what? She's a queen. She's going to find love. Listen, I don't care how good of a person you are. 7 kids would make any man, any sensible man's eyes roll up in the back of his head, and not in a good way. Okay? I'm saying that, man, you have birthed it 7 children. 7 children. Okay? That's a the only man that's really gonna wipe that up is a man that has kids too, or a complete simp. Okay? Or he's just gonna use her for some sticky. Okay? Shout out to Dean Watson. He says, hi, everybody. Thank you for coming through, Dean. Oh, Dean Wasan. Sorry about that. I mispronounced that. Thank you, Dean Wasan. Yo, Sean CTSG, Big City Homies. Preston is in the house already coming through. I almost missed the video again, damn it. Well, Preston, it's Wednesday, bro. It's Wednesday. Okay, I started on time today. All right. So that is the first woman. So you get these women who have children, and they want for you to accept them in their situation. These type of women often still think that they still can command a high value man. I'll give this woman credit. She didn't say high value man. She didn't say $100,000 dude. She did say a good man. And I don't care how good the man is. That's tough, man. Okay. Now this next woman that we about to bring up here to go along with the first lie that women tell themselves, that the right man will accept me, is this delusional woman right here. This is from one of my sneaky, starting to be favorite shows to watch clips from. And I know you all know this. You're going to enjoy it as well.
If he's mine, he's mine. He don't need nobody else. I'm stingy.
No other race is having this conversation when it comes to polygamy. When it comes to Asian people, they got one wife. There's a wife and a husband.
Bullshit.
White people. I mean, you got your polygamous
What
white
other
people.
Indians? The most people in the world. Africans. What you in the rock for? About the white people that programmed you and enslaved your ancestors. Don't give me this goddamn verbatim bullshit. We just talked about the goddamn whole scheme against them. In Africa, niggas had, if you got enough money, you had as many wives as you could fucking afford. You're talking about your English goddamn slave masters. That's the shit that they brought over here. Goddamn, every king in the Bible, you want to go biblical? Every king in the Bible had tons of bitches. Solomon. And go and read, they got tons of bitches. But you want a king that only wants you. That shit is delusional.
Agree to disagree.
Wait, you hear that? I agree to disagree. So this man is telling truths from the good word, okay? The place, the vessel in which women supposedly receive their instructions from. Right? but even though he told her facts about men in Africa have multiple women, how Asiatic men, we're talking about Asiatic, you're talking about the continent of Asia, places where men have multiple wives. Again, the reason we're even in a polygamous situation is because this is something that was pushed by English or basically, I won't say English, but basically by white people. That's the easiest way I can put it, right? And again, I'm not pushing for that. I'm just saying this woman is coming on an argument who is, you can read the screen, divorced 2 husbands and still wants a monogamous rich man. They still think that man is supposed to accept her for who she is because they think they have, every woman thinks they have the magic vagina. Which is delusional, man. But let's get back to it.
You disagreeing with the Bible. That's how fucking programmed your ass is.
You
don't disagree with the Bible. I disagree with the word of God. I can't do it. Because these people, the shit they people that told me, and you know, I'm just going to keep on leaving niggas. Hey, let's work together. You're smart.
But it can work
She's
with just
talented.
2 people.
It hasn't worked for you, man. It has not worked. Hello. How many times do you gotta leave a nigga for you to understand that it hasn't worked? Pretty sure everybody.
Shout out to Still Say. He says the Bible that they do not read or do. And that's exactly what my point was about to be, Still Say. Thank you so much for bringing it back to my memories. All right? We seem to always come back to this, but we know that women are pretty much, you know, they're now holding up. They are the pillars of the church community. All right? They are now more women in the church than men. These women go there for a word of God because they want like 2 things, right? They either want God to send them somebody or they want God to send them a blessing. They're looking for a monetary blessing, luck out of their situation. So I guess there's a few things, right? And some of them just go to put on airs, just to go in front of other women and be able to show off. This is what the church has been reduced to. Women do not want to hear the unadulterated truth. The God that they supposedly follow, believe in, willing to tell you that you are a trout mouth heathen because you don't go to church. Well, y'all all know, Preston know, I don't deny that I'm a trout mouth heathen, but I do know my word, okay? I do know that. And what's sad is, as a trout mouth heathen, I probably follow more biblical principles than some of these women who sit on the front of the pew, in the front of the church. Holy rolling. How is that possible? Because modern women, and just take it out of the church. We'll bring it back to church in a second. But modern women today do not want to hear the truth if it doesn't fit their narrative. And particularly what we're talking about right now is if the narrative is the right man is going to find me. They don't want to hear that. They do not want to hear truth. Okay?
So
I got my next clip going, ready to go. Make sure I'm on point. I got all kind of notes here today, yo. Okay? So that was a divorced woman twice. She didn't cause 2 divorces. She wanted a rich man. Now, again, we have to accept them for who they are. And the next video I'm going to show you is a man who found the red pill. Her man found the red pill, and then he wound up just leaving. Now, you might say, Sean, that's awfully mean of him. Darn those red pill guys and their talking points. I don't consider myself red pill, but I understand this is the space for it. But what I'm going to say is, listen very carefully to what this woman is about to say. Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Can you figure out why her man left her after receiving red pill? Let's go. Oh, that is not who I think it is, huh? Chosen 1619. My dude is back. Where you been at, Chosen? You've been gone. We taking no losses in 2024 TSG. That is absolutely correct. Chosen is our first sponsor of the night, and as promised, I am going to get his name down in the banner as our first sponsor. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And again, you guys, like, this channel doesn't make any money. It doesn't. I put all the stuff. I put it right back in here. The music for the videos, the StreamYard software, all the software I use for the different stuff, right? The equipment I've bought, right? I invest back in this so that I can invest back in you guys. So anything you guys contribute, whether it's Super Chat or Cash App, is much appreciated. And your name will go down on the tickler at the bottom, just like Chosen is tonight. And I really appreciate it. He said, my bad, bro. I've been on a different schedule for a different company. That's okay, man. Do what you got to do. Shout out to XL Pro for being here tonight. He says, hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Holy rolling. No, their short scuddy skirts is rolling up their legs. Got the pastor sweating on the pulpit. That is funny. That is what you get when you have feminist pastors. Yeah, I know you got a big problem with that one. Then the church community has scoliosis. Then going to pray for a man. Yeah. I'm going to get to this video clip like I just told you guys I would. And we'll get back to your comments here in a moment. Thank you for everybody that's here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel today, because we do this every week where you guys have live access to be able to talk about this in real time. All right? Thank you.
So my boyfriend turned red pill, and at this point we haven't spoke for about a month. And I can't cope with the fact that someone who I saw is so compassionate and thoughtful and intelligent, so caring and open-minded.
Now I'm going to stop it right there. You see, she's heaping praise upon this dude right now. But let's find out what this dude actually had to deal with. Now, I want you guys to remember, as you're watching this, we are still talking about the first big lie, which is the right man will accept me for who I am.
just completely did a 180. They were just so supportive and caring, and even when I would have my self-sabotaging episodes, they still loved me.
Self-sabotage.
They really felt like a blessing. And it would get so bad because it really just pried at my insecurities, especially when talking about like women whose dads left. And I would always just end up crying and asking why, like, why are you doing this? And as someone who has like poor emotional control, it took a lot to not just like blow up all the time.
Wait. This woman just claimed to have poor emotional control, blowing up all the time. Now, this dude found a red pill and decided to jet out of there. Decided to get out of there. That the heat was too much for him in the kitchen. With all of those issues, this dude was trying to be with a woman that didn't need for him to be there. This woman needs deep therapy. Yes, Still Saint just said it. She has daddy issues and cannot control her anger or emotions. Facts. That's exactly it. Let's see what old boy about to say.
She said she had poor emotional control. She had self-sabotaging episodes. To me, it kind of just sounds like the dude probably had enough. And this is what you're going to notice. You're going to notice everybody's boogeyman nowadays, especially women, is going to be the RP.
Right. And that's exactly it. So as men come to spaces like this and they start to hear other perspectives from other men, what they've gone through, what they feel, to see the behaviors of modern women, after a while, you like, when you look at enough of these videos, you're like, that's a bad deal. But I am not trying to discourage any of you guys from having or being in relationships. I'm just trying to arm you with the knowledge of these behaviors so that when you see them and the red flags pop up for everybody. But weak people ignore the red flags. You know what? I finally got me a girl. I'm gonna keep her around. And it's like, why would you do that to yourself when you know that there's something wrong and your gut tells you that? Then you need to exit that situation. I'm not anti-relationship. I am not. Contrary, I'm not like some of these other channels. It's like, oh, just don't talk to women at all. But that's silly. Even if you don't want to wife any of these women up, you still need to go out and interact with women to keep your skills sharpened. Then you start coming around, you're awkward, and you wonder why you don't get the results. But this is not me digging on guys. This is just to say, a woman like this with these deep-seated emotional issues, we talk about it, and I show you this stuff such that you are armed to deal with them. All right? Don't hit yourself to a burning train speeding off a cliff, fellas. All right, we're going to go back to the original clip, okay? We're going to go back to our original clip. So,
ability. Not
hold up. I got to back it up a little bit.
justify.
There we go. All right. So, I'm going to let her summarize what we've talked about, right? Which is the right man will accept me for who I am. That's what we've been talking about. That is the first big lie.
Their undesirable traits. Mature, healed women do not operate this way because they're not intimidated by accountability and their own self-growth if it means finding the right partner. They understand that if they want to meet a good man, that could mean doing some work on themselves. I can promise you the right man is not going to take you as you are. If as you are means you're bitter, entitled, and you lack emotional maturity.
All right. So, she is absolutely correct. Let me keep her up on screen because she's a cutie. So, here's the thing. She's absolutely correct. Why? We know this already, but just in case there's any women that will watch this, and I know some do, That's exactly it. If you haven't taken the time to gather yourself emotionally, get past your traumas, and be healed enough to see when a good man is in front of you, and when he is in front of you, being and operating in such a way that you attract that man. And we're going to talk about those things that women need to do toward the end of the video. I have some women who are going to run some game about it. But if you are not healed, if you have this entitled sense and belief that a man has to come to you the way you are, when you know that you have issues, that you have trauma, you have things that you've been dealing with for many years that you have not resolved, you're never going to be good enough for any man. Which brings us to our number 2, which she is about to explain to us. It goes hand in hand.
Number 2, you won't have to work for the right man. Ladies, please understand, if you want a good man, there is absolutely work that is involved. Thinking a good man is going to walk into your life and start moving mountains for you without you doing anything in return is one of the biggest lies that single women tell themselves.
Oh, wow, I caught it right at the right time. All right. So, number 2 on this list. Number 2 on this list is you don't have to work for the right man. Now, we see this all the time. Again, they go hand in hand. He's going to accept me for who I am, and I don't have to change for any man. He needs to accept me for who I am. And that's what our next couple video clips are going to go through. Still Saint says, I hope her marriage stays together when she gets bored. Right? She bad and she right. Yeah, she bad and she's right. All right, let's get to this next clip. Now, I'm gonna let the woman speak a little bit afterwards, but this is a long video. So my goal isn't to play this full video. We have a lot of clips to get through tonight, and I want to make sure I speed through it in an expeditious fashion. Okay?
So for a man to come along and convince me.
Wow, that's really low, ain't it? To turn up the volume a little bit.
And try to persuade me to only accept the bare minimum, I'm not doing it. And understand this, that if he wanted to, he absolutely would. You should never have to try to prove yourself, prove your love, show your worth to a man because.
Now, let me back that up. I want to hear that again, because part of what she said, if you listen to the beginning, remember I told y'all before, women tell a truth and then they tell the lie, right? And in the beginning, this is what she says.
So for a man to come along and convince me and try to persuade me to only accept the bare minimum, I'm not doing it.
Now listen, I think any reasonable man would say that you shouldn't accept the bare minimum. Okay? And we're going to talk about that bare minimum later on in this discussion. But when you say bare minimum, a lot of these women have a different definition of what bare minimum is. So in their heads, some of their heads, they'll be like, well, you're going to make me accept the bare minimum. And the bare minimum for me is $100,000. Even though you're talking about, the top, 10% of men. The top 10% of men make that. 5% or whatever the hell it is, right? The point is, your average guy does not make 6 figures. And women will make that the bare minimum. Women will say, you got to buy me and do all these things for me. Put a material price on access to them. Like they're the prize. What about that man treating you correctly? Shouldn't that be in the bare minimum? But that never comes out their mouth. Not out of modern women's mouth, that is. But let me continue.
And understand this, that if he wanted to, he absolutely would. You should never have to try to prove yourself, prove your love, show your worth to a man because...
Amen, girl. I agree. Go get him. What you telling us for? I don't ever understand that. When y'all come up here like, I deserve this, and black women, we deserve this, and no man's going to tell me this. He can't tell me this. Then go get him.
Yeah, where's
Why
that?
you still sitting here talking to us?
Where to do that?
You got your comments off, so he can't even come find you. Go get him. Where he at?
Stop the cap.
Let me guess. It's you standing there. You deserve all this. And there's a billion people in the world, and they're supposed to come find you.
Sure. Stop the cap.
Like, how? How do you tell somebody what you deserve? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Like, why do y'all come in here and say, we black women, we deserve this, we deserve that, we deserve this? Great, go get the motherfucker in. Oh, let me guess, it's the men's fault. It's the man's fault for not seeking you out, and I want to do all these things for you. Maybe they don't want to waste their time.
No, we don't want to waste our time.
Maybe because you walk in saying, I deserve this. Bitch, I don't know you. I deserve, something beyond Cheesecake Factory. I deserve more than $30 for lunch. I deserve this. I deserve that. I don't know you. Like, I don't know what you deserve. I don't even know what you need. I don't even know your blood type. How the hell how you gonna tell me what you deserve for just existing, for just walking in my face?
Right. Now, again, I told you I'm not going to play that whole thing because it is a long video. And we have a lot more to get through. But the point is well taken. The nerve of some of these women today to pretty much tell you that you have to accept them for who they are, which is the first lie. And the second one is that they don't have to work for you. And it's because they've been taught. You can go back to Disney Princess Syndrome. They've been taught that the prince is going to look for them, that some man is going to come along and make their wildest dreams come true. This has been indoctrinated in most women in America, in modern Western countries. And they believe it. You can't make them see otherwise. And that woman, I don't know, look like she like women too. So I don't understand what's going on, gents. I had no clue. All right. I notice these women's mentality is becoming more masculine these days. Absolutely, still saying the same things. And I say this all the time. You guys know it. But the same things that modern women complain about men or back in the day is exactly how these women are acting now. Even when women used to say, well, men ain't nothing but dogs and they cheat. Well, now look at it. Women are willing to give their vagina away for 3 tacos and some extra hot sauce and some sriracha sauce. I mean, it's crazy. I might have a video about that. They're willing to bust it down easy. Women giving away their coochie freely has deregulated the market. I mean, coochie is cheap as monopoly money right now, okay? Cooch is cheap. All of y'all got it. And for the dudes that's out there, they're enjoying it. I mean, enjoying it. Because you don't put no standards on how that man should be, how his behavior should be. You only look at what he can do for you, in which case it's transactional, in which case you are a streetwalker at that point. You know what I mean? The glasses girl got children. Yeah. What up, Preston? I got you. Get your mama. She going off in her minivan. Lady, you are the bare minimum. Yeah, she tripped. This is coming from women who can't even cook beans. Bruh, stop the cap. All right. Now, listen, I know how sometimes on these type of channels, people will say, Well, you know, this video is staged. I am letting you know that this is staged. But the reason why I included it into this clip, because it perfectly shows how the interactions between men are with modern women today, especially men that's really trying to get to know a woman, right? So let's get to it.
Oh, I meant to ask you, just out of curiosity, why are you single?
Oh. Well, my ex actually threw away our 2-year relationship, but I don't even know why.
You don't know why?
No. Like, he was always complaining about the fact that he gave me more attention than I gave him, but like, hello, who's the woman in the relationship?
Oh, I know why.
Yeah. I think it's just really hard for me to find someone who matches who I am, you know?
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah, the dating pool is just trash out there, in my opinion.
Why are you here?
Well, let me finish. I've been working a lot on myself, and I think it's really important for me to focus on my brand right now.
I don't think that's the only thing you need to focus on.
Men are just dogs. My therapist said that I'm not even supposed to be dating anyone, but she's always just in my business.
You should probably listen to her.
Like, I don't think it's too much to ask to be supported financially and emotionally, and if that means taking me on a private jet to Paris so I can have a shopping spree after a panic attack, then get on it. But anyways, why are you single?
You're the reason why.
I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. It sounds better. See, when I was gonna edit this in my head, I was gonna cut it off right after he said, you're the reason why. I mean, when you really, like, again, I told you guys, it's skidded up a little bit, right? This is skidded up. But the reason why I played it was because, again, this woman in this skit made it like you need to acquiesce to her through her trauma, through her stuff. She ain't got to change, and she doesn't have to. Basically, you have to accept her for who she is, and she doesn't have to change to be the type of woman that's going to bring value to you, to bring peace to you. She ain't got to be that type of woman. They're not even trying to be that type of woman. And it is crazy. You women don't deserve 2 pennies to rub together. She is getting ready to use sign language on them. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. All right, let's see where we're at in this. Okay. The next video clip is going to be very quick. Oh, nope. I had it wrong. Okay. So again, for anybody who's just coming in here, we're talking about the second biggest lie that women tell themselves. And the second biggest lie that women tell themselves is that they do not have to work for the right man. They do not have to change for the right man. They don't have to take any action that will make it better for that man, thus making it better for themselves. These women up next, please listen carefully to what they say. Like, the delusion is real. Now, yeah, you'll see. You mean the women who sell their kitty online for $5? Yep, it's coming up right now, brother. Preston was already on it.
Does anyone here feel that what they're doing right now is derailing them from being with the person they're supposed to be with in the end and the life that they're supposed to end up with?
It reminds me of people who say, hey, man, why can't I just have like a deathbed confession? You know, I live it up, man. I go to Vegas. I do all sorts of crazy stuff. Then on my deathbed, which I may or may not get, I'll just convert and then I go to heaven. That'll be really great, right? And look, maybe. But really what happens is people tend to just keep going down the roads that they're on, and the habits that they cultivate become the habits that define their lives, whether it's virtue or vice. And I just think if you believe you're going to keep doing this, and then one day at 34 and a half, you're going to wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to do something totally different now and get Mr. Right, who's not addicted to porn, and get 2 kids and millions of dollars. I just think that's very, very unlikely.
I think it's more likely that all of us are going to find like some hot rich guy to marry and take care of us than to like be single for the rest of our lives.
That woman at the end was hella delusional, man. I think it's very likely that we're going to get all of us at this table is going to find someone who's going to marry us and take care of us the rest of our lives. And that woman right there, the last one, right? Let me put her back up on the screen. I want to put her up on the screen. This woman right here, you can already see in her face that she is going to age very badly. She is going to wind up, she going to be the candidate. See how she looks now? She already look weird, right? She already look like she kind of cross-eyed and knock-kneed, right? Probably got a BBL, right? We don't know, right? This woman right here is going to be a prime candidate for plastic surgery. And I mean, she's going to have the big cheeks and the big old puffy lips. She's going to be a prime candidate for it. Ain't nobody going to want to mess with her except some freaks. You know what I mean? Oh, my God, man. Well, let me. Still thinks that, bro, I missed this one. That woman in the blue is a walking lie, literally, right? That is Miss Piggy's little sister. Hello, Jello, ding, ding. If you attract trash, you date trash. You procreate with trash. You bring trash bags. Oh, my God. You guys are something else. All right? But the thing I want to highlight about what was said in there, something that was told to me a long time ago when I was younger. I don't know if I was a teen, young man, but pretty much I got told that once you get to your 30s, you start to be more set in your ways. Now, I have the hindsight of looking at my 30th birthday a little ways off, okay? It's been a while since I've been 30, okay? So because of that, I can see that. Now, I was right around my mid-30s where I really, I was really getting to that next phase. That's my grown man phase, right at about 35, 36, okay? 35, 36 was right when changes happened in my life. And I'm not saying I've been perfect since then, but who I was in my mid-30s compared to now, it's such a huge difference. I'm not saying I was bad or anything. I'm just saying the mentality is completely different than when I was in my mid-30s than where I'm at today. Right? So people tend to solidify who they are in their 30s. Modern women today want to prioritize their career all the way until they get to their mid-30s. Then they realize that their clock is ticking. And then they want to find somebody right away because their window of getting pregnant, right, is geriatric after 35. They decide after 35, when it's geriatric time, that they decide they want to have kids, settle down, and have a family. You're already 5 years into your 30s. You have already started to solidify who you are, ma'am. And here's the thing. Women supposedly mature faster than men, which means by the time a woman is panicking when she's getting ready to hit 30, and then she's 5 to 7 years into her 30s, right? Or from her late 20s to her mid 30s, that woman has now solidified a lot of the behaviors that she has. I'm not saying people can't change. I am saying, though, these women who are hard-headed and think they can continue on doing what they're doing until their mid-30s and think that that won't have an effect on who they are going forward, delusional, highly delusional. It makes absolutely no sense. Still think that's an embarrassment. Ham hocks in Pretty Piggy City. Oh my God. Preston got the rhymes. All right. But we're not done yet. Right? We are not done. We are still talking about women who refuse to change. This next clip is very quick. But you guys are going to understand this is another thing that we see happening today with dating and relationships. A lot of women are feeling like this woman in the next clip.
The main reason I cannot be with anybody right now is because I will start to get bored and start plotting my escape. Like, I will literally wake up one day and be like, yeah, I'm kind of over this, and start trying to make my way out. It's quite sick, actually.
You know what? At least, I'm going to give her some credit. At least this woman had the that second of truth, right? To say that she realized that something's sick about that she cannot form meaningful relationships. Now, I'm no psychologist, but you can hear psychologists say that all the time. You can hear therapists say that all the time about people who are unable to form meaningful relationships. Hell, that might fall into the realm of being a sociopath. Karen, I always get them mixed up. Sociopath, psychopath, right? One of those avenues, a woman who thinks this way, a man who thinks this way. Well, with men, we can tend to go off. We can tend to go off by ourselves. But it's really weird when women do it because by nature, they are these social creatures. I'm going to give women credit right now. When women are in a community, they are the ones who bring the community together. They're the ones, when the men are at work, they're the ones talking to each other and borrowing sugar and doing all these things. Women build communities. But if you have women who are like the woman we just saw and you can't form meaningful relationships, it's a no wonder that we don't have a family structure anymore, that the family structure is crumbling. Preston says she looks like a BBL from hell. Preston. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we got another clip in this subject. So again, if you are just joining us, we are talking about the second biggest lie, which is a woman thinking that she doesn't have to work for the right man. Now we're going to go to a clip from The Godfather in this next clip, in which the Godfather is going to talk to a woman that is currently married. Okay? He's talking to a married woman. I want you to listen to this conversation that this woman has. Now, this is a longer video. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play enough so you guys can see that this is a woman who's in a marriage and she feels that she doesn't have to work for her husband. And it's really sick, the answer that one of the things that she's going to say in here. But we know this about some of these modern women today.
God forbid your husband will come home tomorrow and say, I want a divorce. He serves your papers and you divorce inside of 90 days. Would you keep those 60 pounds on?
No,
Why?
because I got to get back out there, I guess.
Did you hear that? Gents, did y'all hear that? She said the quiet part out loud. If my husband divorced me, I need to get back to working out to lose this weight because I got to get back out there. I want you to think about that. You're working out to get back out there. Why are you doing it? Why don't you just go the way you are? Why don't you just go the way that you are, the way you gave to your husband, the man that you made vows to? Why are you giving him? Why are you doing something different than for the dudes out in the street than you do for your husband? It's because she knows, like a lot of women know, that if she go out there and she looking all heavy and sloppy, ain't no man gonna want to deal with her. But once they have you, in these marriages, in these relationships, women want to let themselves go. Ain't that something? I'm not saying men don't let themselves go. And I'd be the first one to tell you, gents, if you get in your marriage, I get it. You know, things happen, life happens. But if you let's say I get with somebody, right? Like I got my girl, right? Now let's say my girl has known me always to be in shape. And then let's say, we get let's just say we even get married. We get married and then we're together, and then 5 years in, I don't look like this anymore, right? I'm not built like a brick shit house. I decided to let go. I look like a lowercase letter B. My arms then got skinny. Now I'm back down to like 205 pounds, lost 40 pounds, 42 pounds. Okay. She look at me. I do not look like the man that she got with. Now, do I think my girl would still love me? Absolutely. But is that fair? No. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do this forever. But the thing is, this is the way I presented myself to her. This is what she got in the beginning. I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. Something else with my girl. I told her in the beginning, there's certain things I don't do. There's certain holidays I don't celebrate. I don't do flowers and candy, right? A couple other things. I told her in the beginning what I don't do, and we had this talk last weekend. I told her, I said, I don't do these things because I can't sustain these things. Do you understand what I'm saying, gents? Please bear with me on this. Don't click out. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to help somebody out here. I can't sustain those things. It's not in me to be flowers and candy every week. I know after a certain amount of time with me, I would completely forget it. And the expectations I set in the beginning were this high. And then when I stopped doing it, right, I'm going to let my woman down. Now, one thing that my girl can tell you is I always open doors. I yell at her if she tries to open the door. She's starting to get good at it now, but she used to like grab it. I'm like, what are you doing? Then she like start catching herself. And now she just puts her hands together because I told her, don't do that. Me opening my girl's door, me walking a certain way with her to make sure she's protected. That's what I do naturally. I don't have to worry if in 5 years I'm going to stop doing it. I know that it's in my nature to continue to do what I started. I'm sorry I'm going on this tangent, but I'm hoping that somebody is getting something good from this. The expectations you set in the beginning as a man for a woman, you have to continue to maintain that. But I'm about to flip the script. Women, the expectations you set in the beginning, you need to be consistent as well. Now, men will still accept you past that. But if you aren't willing to keep up and make up yourself the way you were in the beginning and consistent in the beginning, it is a lot of you women, when you don't do that, you're also lighting a fire to your own relationship. Let's continue to see what Kevin Samuels has to say about this. Let me catch a couple comments and see what y'all saying. Looking for a good man to come and save these walking train wrecks and bad debts from their poor and pathetic decisions. A woman is supposed to understand being a good wife is the only career worth keeping. That's a good point. So she will lose the weight to compete for a new man, but not keep her current one. Still saying that's why I went on that long tangent. I went on that long tangent because I want to help. Hopefully, men, any man, doesn't have to be young men, but help men understand the expectations you set, the expectations you have to keep. So if you go to a woman and say, look, I don't do flowers and candy. If She's willing to walk on that, and you know you can't sustain that. Let her go. You're not going to change. It's okay to let a woman walk. If that's her expectation and you can't meet it, let her walk. Because down the road, you're going to lose her anyway. Don't try to sustain something you can't maintain. Women, same thing. Okay? She knows she's unattractive with her plus 60 pounds. Oh, so she can leave him for greener grass? That's the other side because she's not happy, right? Yeah. You know, and the women get to that point where they put on the weight and stuff and they're not happy with themselves. And because they're not happy with themselves, who do they take it out on? Their bad feelings about themselves, they take out on their husbands. Even when the man tells them, baby, you're still beautiful. I don't really care. I love the way you look still. And because of the way they feel inside, they can't change it. It doesn't matter what he say because you love me. You're going to say that. A bad woman is going to look for outside validation from another man, from other people, instead of listening to her husband. No doubt, Professor Muscles in the house. All right, bro. All right. My bad. I wasn't trying to flex that hard.
Oh, damn. So basically you telling your husband is because the price for you staying in this marriage is me having this additional 60 pounds. But if you were to leave me, I'd lose it.
Stop the
I'm
cap.
working to get it off, though. I am working to get it off.
Stop the cap.
I just gave it to you, plain and simple. I let you
Yeah.
resolve that. Because if your youngest is 2.5, all I know is that's 30 months.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been gone long time ago.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's why I said in 90 days. See,
did y'all catch that? So he set her up. Man, rest in peace to the Godfather. Can y'all clap it up for the Godfather, man? See how he set that up? And I forgot all about this, but he set her up smooth. If your husband said he was going to fall in 90 days, this woman would take the time to lose the weight before she got out of the relationship so that she could be ready to find the next man that she can get with. But 90 days past having a kid, right? 2-3 years past having a kid, she can't lose the weight. See what I'm saying? Kevin Carter, man. Kevin is slick with it, bro.
That's not right.
That ain't right.
Right. No, I know. So what, I guess
You know, but you continue to go down this path. Interesting.
I wonder, because he doesn't say anything, because he's not the type of person, but
Stop. Most of us won't say anything. See, that's how you know it's not okay. Kevin is going to bring up a point here in a second. But when we love a woman, we're tolerant of her. We can be tolerant of her gaining a little weight, and we can still love her. Now, for dudes like me, I'm gonna be like, look, baby, we gotta. Hey, why don't you start coming to the gym with me? Hey, let's start going together. Let's make it a team effort. I don't have a problem doing that because sometimes your woman needs you for motivation. Your woman is going to need you for guidance and correction. If you guys out there, and I know like half of y'all don't mind being in a relationship and or eventually finding marriage, or a long-term relationship or marriage, if it was with the right woman who's going to treat you correctly, then as men, it is incumbent upon us as the leader of the house. We want to call ourselves leader. As the leader, sometimes you're going to have to lead that horse to water. You're going to have to do it. It's your responsibility. Your woman is under your care. Sometimes she needs you to push her a little bit. But this woman says she knows that she's overweight. And she hasn't done anything about it. Some of that responsibility has to fall on her as well. Okay.
I just wonder, like, what is he?
So if he didn't say anything, you would just serve him boiled chicken with no seasoning on it, no salt, no pepper, no Lowry's.
Yuck.
Stick some chicken in the water and boil
Nasty.
it. Serve it to him. And even though he said nothing, you keep serving it to him. Boiled chicken.
That's an interesting analogy, but no.
Why not?
I wouldn't serve him boiled chicken. Well, because that chicken doesn't taste good.
Right. So it doesn't matter whether he says something or not. You know what tastes good to a mouth. So whether he says something or not, you know what he married and what looks good to the eye.
Right.
Do you like the way you look naked getting out of the shower? Wet?
I don't.
All right then.
Right there. See, you know you serving your man boiled chicken with no seasoning, nothing, not even pepper on it. And you know it don't taste good. And just because he doesn't say anything when you serve it to him, you know it's not the best effort that you got, but you continue to do it. Come on now.
So doesn't matter if he says anything or not. He can say that's my wife. She had 2 babies, and I was like, but you don't even like the boiled chicken.
Right.
All right. So let's not make it a matter of him having to get upset or leaving.
Right. Yeah. I certainly wasn't trying to make it a matter of that.
I'm just making it. I'm trying to make it a lighter mood. That's all I'm saying. Give you a different perspective. God for.
Hold on. Let me. I want y'all to notice something, man. And this is just slightly off topic. Kevin Samuels got such a bad rap for being mean or his tone. But Kevin was the first one to always say, look, I match energies. This is not contentious. This woman is listening to Kevin, whether, she got some things to work on, but she's not talking him nasty or mean. And just listen to his tone at the end. Just listen.
He says something or not, you know what he married and what looks good to the eye.
Right.
Do you like the way you look naked getting out of the shower?
Is he yelling?
I don't.
All right then. So doesn't matter if he says anything or not. He can say that's my wife. She had 2 babies.
Look at it.
But you don't even like the boiled chicken.
Right.
All right. So let's not make it a matter of him having to get upset
Calm.
or leaving.
Right. Yeah. I certainly wasn't trying to make it a matter of that.
I'm just making it. I'm trying to make it a lighter mood.
I'm just trying to make it a lighter mood. Kevin was actually the only person in this community fighting to get women husbands. And they slandered this damn man because when the women did get contentious or they didn't want to hear what he had to say, they would change their energy and tone because they didn't want to hear the truth. And so Kevin changed his tone. But this man was just about telling women the truth and then trying to help them get the outcome that is best for them, that is realistic to them. And it just proves that, like me and my girl, we were watching Kendra G. I was showing her some of those Kendra G clips, and you can see Kendra's tone has changed. I'm going to do a video on that where I respond to Kendra G talking to Kevin Samuels and how she's changed because she has to deal with modern women now. These unrealistic expectations that modern women have. Okay. Let's see where we at. Oh, I guess I got a couple more clips. All right, let's get to the next clip. Now, this is kind of off clip, but we're still talking about lies that modern women tell themselves. And we're still talking about the second lie, which is women don't have to work for the right man. Okay, women don't have to work for the right man. Is where we're at.
There's nothing more frustrating than me listening to women complain that women should pay for dates too. I'm trying to figure out, why do women think that it is empowering for women to make it easier for men to date more, to court more women at the same time? What is empowering about that? I need someone to explain to me. I need someone to explain to me why it's empowering for women to make it easier for men to spend more money on more women. I'm just trying to I'm just genuinely trying to figure out what they're talking about when they say that's empowering. I haven't heard one person yet explain to me why they view it as empowering, so that he can be like, you know what? She's going to pay for this date. Susie's going to pay for this date. Beth is going to pay for this date. Jessica's going to pay for this date. Like that. Michelle's going to pay for this date, and he can court all of them, and they're all paying for dates at the same damn time. It just doesn't make any sense.
Ma'am, you see, what did I tell y'all? Do I lie to you? I do not. I told you all that there's always the truth and then the lie that's in it. So this woman is claiming that women shouldn't make the effort to treat a guy that they're seeing. I'm not saying that a woman should be paying for every date. I'm not going to say that. But this woman is saying, why should you make it easier on any man that he doesn't pay for everything all the time, when all you're going to do is allow him to have more money to talk to more women? If this is a dude that you have properly vetted, ma'am, and this man has shown you nothing but respect and the attention that you deserve, or I said deserve, that you desire, not too much, I hope, but this man has shown himself to be of character, why can't she pay for it? Why do you assume that because you pay for a date, that's going to give him more money to go on another date with another woman? And here's the double standard, gents. Women do this exact same thing. So let's flip it. Hey, gents, check it out. Why are you going to make it easier on a woman by paying for all these women dates so she can have more money to go and be with the next dude, so she can buy herself these fake Gucci's and what's the other thing they like? Prada, and I don't really know. I think I said Gucci, right? So she can go out and buy all this stuff. Why are you going to pay for all these dates so she can have more money to buy things and you don't have anything to buy for yourself? See how stupid that sounds? If this is a man that you really like and you vetted him properly, ma'am, what is wrong with that? If he'll allow you to pay for anything in the first place. Women are doing exactly what this woman said. But you can tell this woman is coming from a place of being hurt and being used by men. Because that's the only way you make that statement. It makes absolutely no damn sense. All right, I got to catch up with y'all comments. Even if she fat, that environment will have her in gym lingerie that hides a woman's imperfections, and it will garner her undeserved attention. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. I see it every day. So do I, bro. Except I don't work out on Wednesdays. You guys know why. Truth is the natural enemy of delusion. Yes, it is. It is a flashlight on delusion. Of course, I don't mind having a relationship, but women literally killed love and compassion as well as romance. They kind of killed chivalry. They've also killed true trust. Oh, yeah. There's a something I heard, Preston, that it's not women who are romantic. It's men. And I heard that and I was like, how can that be true? But when you think about it, we're the ones who court them. We're the ones that do the flower and the candy. We're the ones that have to say sweet things. We're the ones that have to go out of our way and open doors and be kind. Women don't do the reverse courting. Women aren't writing you poems and, they ain't doing none of this stuff because they believe that they're the prize. They don't have to work for you, which is the second lie, right? That we're talking about tonight. That when a woman feels that she doesn't have to work for the man that she wants. This is the delusion. So I hear what you're saying, but they never were the romantics. Whoever pays is in control if they aren't male. Oh, hell no. He's as cool as the other side of your pillows. And she is assuming men do what she herself would do in that situation. Right. That you as a man, just because she pays for it, that you got money to go on other dates like that. Ma'am, you know how stupid your argument sounds? A man will pay for a date with you and still, if he wants to, go out on another date with another woman. You think that's going to stop him? You think one date is going to stop a man who's out there really dating? No. Hell no. Stupid. It's asinine. Where we at? Amazing what people believe. Yeah, Juju. Thank you for being here, man. Good seeing you up in here. Joseph says, why did the chick automatically think dudes will use the money they saved on dating on other women simultaneously? That's a false assumption. Chosen, again, these women think that all men are out here dogging, out here bad. They don't realize that they've shrank the market down. The guys that women are attracted to, they're all sleeping with at the same time. They're all with at the same time. Those dudes who enjoy the company of multiple women, that's the dudes you're dealing with, man. That's the dudes that obviously you've come across. He was literally trying to help themselves to get out of their own way and save them from their own lonely self-destruction. Talking about Kevin Samuels. Absolutely. You always dropping big bowls of truth bombs through the roof. I try to. They will do it if they are desperate to get with you to be with her. Right. Yo, Juju, salute. All right. Yep. All right. How many more clips I got for this section? Got one more clip, and then we're going to summarize what we talked about in this part. Now, we've talked about these average women. One aspect that we haven't talked about when it comes to women who aren't willing to change is the career woman. So we're going to talk about that in the next clip.
So now, if you notice when you watch these talk shows and these women come on up, I can't find a man because I am a software engineer and I date this and this and that and the third. You never hear them say, you know what, Tamron Hall, you know what, Steve Harvey or whoever, I am single because I can't find a man who needs a soft and gentler woman, a man that wants a woman who is interdependent, resourceful. She is a woman who knows how to be in the queen and princess energy. She's a woman that is agreeable, but she will challenge you. I'm a woman that knows how to be what it means to be a woman. Help me find somebody who needs a woman like that. No, I don't cook all the time, but I can make sure that you eat. I'm a woman that I'm a good for his peace, legacy, and his portfolio. Steve, can you help me find somebody? Do we ever hear that?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because you won't have a hard time connecting with a man if you lead with that.
Actually, I'm going to let this play. Let me see what the music is first. All right, I don't know if that music is gonna get me gonna get hit. So, but what my friend on TikTok was saying when he put that in there is men do not care about a woman's job. We do not care about your income because rarely does it benefit us men when you are doing well. Most women walk under the assumption that my money is my money and your money is, I have access to it too. It's my money. And then once you go further along, my money is my money and your money is my money. It doesn't benefit us as men. Good women know I'm going to bring that money home to my man, and we're going to do what we planned and said we're going to do with it. And then a man that's on his purpose is going to make sure that the money is doing what you all said you're going to do with it. You're going to stick to the plan that you all made. Unfortunately, the women that she's talking about on these talk shows and such like that, these career women saying they can't find a man, listen to these talk shows. These women lead with, I got this career, I got a house, I got a car, I got everything. I don't need anybody for anything. I'm an independent woman. But why can't I find a man to appreciate all that I've accomplished? And let me answer it again for the 1,000th time on this channel. We don't give bleed. We don't give a bleed. Okay? Try to be nice about it. Right? Now, we're going to go back to the very first clip, and we're going to hear her summary on this. So let's see if I can find it. We're close. All right, we're close enough. So she's going to wrap up and summarize this for us.
That single women tell themselves. Now, let me be clear. Work doesn't necessarily mean you're cooking and cleaning and shining his shoes every day, but he is going to want some effort from you too. He's going to want your femininity, your softness, and to know that he's appreciated. Real men love spoiling their women. They love being that fixer and that go-to person in your life, but that consistency and effort has to work both ways. And number 3.
Wow, that came up quick. All right, let's get back up. So to summarize what she was saying, and to say what you all know, but just in case we have any women in the audience, we as men need for you to reciprocate as well. If we are showing you the attention, we're doing the things that we are supposed to do as men, this isn't just about you. You have to work on yourself to be the type of woman that a man would not only want, but if you are a woman who is looking for marriage or a long-term relationship, then you also need to be the type of woman that he needs. That he needs. And a lot of these women aren't willing to change. It's like, nope, I'm not about to settle for anything less, and it's not settling. If you have a man who's doing right by you, that is not settling. Appreciate that man, because there are a lot of women out there right now, and I showed y'all in the first clip, all these women that's out there crying, right? All these women that's out there crying. And I'll show y'all that again in a little bit, just in case y'all missed it in the beginning. But now we're about to get to number 3, okay? We're about to get to the third lie of the evening. Let's play it and find out about it. I'm going to back this thing up just a little bit.
Effort has to work both ways. And number 3, last but not least, all of the lies we tell ourselves about what we really want and deserve. There are a lot of women out there who think they deserve less than they actually do. These women lie to themselves all of the time, and they try to convince themselves that the half-ass effort they're getting from a man is enough.
All right. Let's see. Did I stop at the right point? Wow, I stopped it at a perfect point. So the number 3 lie that women tell themselves is a lie about what they want and deserve. Now, she's going to break this into 2 parts. And the first part we're going to talk about is a woman deserves less than they actually do. Now, I don't think these clips are going to fully summarize that women giving themselves what they less than what they deserve. I hate that word, but there's a case to be made for that. I'm gonna try to make that case to you guys here in a second with my next clip. Okay. We're going to go back to the OG, Kevin Samuels, where he's going to be talking to a woman, and there's something that she's going to say that kind of summarizes what modern women do, like what they put themselves in a position to do. This woman is a perfect example of it.
You are what you attract. Relationships are reflective. And you're basically trying to make the point that I can attract a higher caliber or quality of men. Then if that's the case, why are you choosing to entertain bums?
I'm not choosing. I'm giving someone a fair shot.
I'm giving. So I want you to catch that, okay? This is important. Women sit here and they will, I'm not going to say deserve, because Kevin says your relationships are reflective of what you're putting out, what you're giving. But let's assume that this woman is good in her heart. I don't think she is, because you're about to see in a little bit. But let's assume that she's just an average woman. Now, this woman is delusional too, because she still thinks that she deserves a high value man. And then Kevin says, why are you giving these bums a chance? And this woman has the nerve to say, I'm not choosing them. I'm just giving people a chance. Why are you entertaining men that are less than what you should be dealing with? Men that's going to cause you the heartache. You're going to fall for one of these Pookies, Ray Rays, and then you're going to fall for him when he put the D on there, right? And then you're going to be mad. You're going to be screaming on social media how all men are dogs. But you made this choice, man. I'm going to back this thing up so we can hear this one more time right about there.
A higher caliber or quality of men. Then if that's the case,
you saw that bonnet, right?
To entertain bums.
I'm not choosing. I'm giving someone a fair shot.
Right. So you can qualify to buy a big body Benz, but you're going to buy a fixer-up Pinto. But you got money for both. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Right. Why are you going to do that? Why would you do that? You're talking about, hey, I qualify for a Benz, but then you're going to give the Pinto a chance? But that's not what you really want, you say? That's because that's what you deserve, man. A lot of women entertaining these Pookies and Ray Rays, and they wonder why their situation is where it's at. This is the example I'm using to say about women dealing with less, dealing with men who they're going to cry about later.
I've dated both sides of the spectrum, and neither worked out.
Right. Sure, man.
So Kevin didn't believe it.
The only thing, let's just take your argument. The only thing that's common denominator about all of them is you.
Ooh, she didn't like that. She said, nope. And then bounced.
This is what it is, people. That's what it is. Attitude, lacking accountability. Just like most, when it gets too hot, they quit, cut, and run. She ran away.
Yeah, because she didn't like what he had to say. Kevin reflects what you show him. And this woman was barely on camera, moving the camera around. And she didn't like what he had to say about her choice in men. Women do not like the A word, accountability. Right? They want everything, but they don't want that accountability. Craziness. Absolutely insane. We're going to go to our next clip. Now I'm going to show you another example. This is a different way, right? This is a different way that modern women show that they deal with low value men. Ladies, you cannot get mad when your outcome is the way it is, when you are the common denominator for your situation, and you decide you're going to deal with a certain type of dude. Check it out.
Would you rather have a loyal broke nigga or a cheater with money?
A cheater with money.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't really give a fuck, because I'm gonna do what I want to.
Look at this fucking generation. No.
Right?
What the fuck? Nah, I can't. What the hell? I can't deal with that, bro. I'm talking about cheating on money so you don't care about love and happiness and being secure.
Your security.
With money? That's fucking crazy. Nah, that's crazy. Shit, you know, to each his own though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't give her a pass. Don't give her a pass. Yo, when asked the question, would you rather deal with a broke or a regular dude that loves you, is going to treat you right, or a rich dude that's going to cheat on you? These women will choose the rich man that's going to cheat on them. See, if you got money, they say that they want rich dudes to be monogamous with them. But when given a choice, given an opportunity to actually have that lifestyle that they dream of in their head, like the Barbie pink palace, the Barbie dollhouse, the big one, when they have that fantasy in their head, they will choose a dude who isn't going to do right by them in order to live out their fantasies. Because they're delusional. Absolutely. It's crazy. It is insane, the standards that these modern women have for themselves. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to this video clip, the original video clip, and we're going to get the part 2.
But
we're going to get the part. All right, we're going to get the part 2. So the first thing she talked about, the third lie we're discussing right now, is about women lie to themselves about what they want and what they deserve. And then the first thing she talks about is women thinking they deserve less than they do. In all of these cases, these women have proven that it's not deserving less than they do. This is who they are. This is what they deserve. They don't believe it. Now, we talk about deserve. This is what they deserve. Women that act like the ones that we just saw, or have the beliefs like the one we just saw. Now, let her tell you what the next one is, okay? I think this one we get to ride out to the end.
Ass effort they're getting from a man is enough. On the opposite end, you have women who think they deserve way too much and they have unrealistic expectations of what they should be looking for in a man. These women also care more about the aesthetic of a relationship versus the actual relationship itself. Just remember, ladies, some of the biggest lies we tell in life are the lies we tell ourselves. The sooner you're honest with yourself, the sooner your circumstances can change.
All right. So now we've gotten through that. I'm going to queue up the next video. So now we're talking about women who think they deserve more than they actually do. The second part of this lie. We're going to start with this clip. We're going to start with a clip of a woman who's a mother. Hear it out. Let me get to a couple of these comments real quick. A bonnet. Wow, y'all said a lot of stuff. Just chilling like a TSG villain. She can't find a man because she became him. And then Juju laughed at that. President says women don't know how to bring a man peace, only true misery. And that's exactly why you can't even be nice to a woman anymore. Well, you know what, man? Don't let, and I've said this before on the channel, don't let a woman's behavior change your behavior. If you try to be nice to her and she is not accepting of that, you be respectful, walk away. That's all you got to do. See, some dudes are out there scared to go talk to women. I ain't scared to talk to women. I ain't scared to go up and talk to anybody. I'm not going to let a person's behavior stop me from being the person that I am. And don't y'all let that happen either. The mental illness is staring a hole in the bottom of the screen. Yeah, it is, man. I can see the hole burning through the screen right now, bro. I'm gonna have to buy a new monitor. Women always cheat more than a casino poker game and a gutter basket house where the house rules always win. Preston, you are really testing my reading skills, bro. Only bins that chick should be in is a Sprinter on transit and a cage on the way to the asylum. Still saying, Preston got you dropping rhymes and limericks too. She about to get some of that Pookie juice. Oh my God. Juju, I forgot all about that. Pookie juice and demon seed. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. She a whole shaman demon herself. And the hell spawn that will come as a result. Oh my God, you guys are playing in here. The truth is, many are not ready or fit for a relationship, and the clock is ticking. And you know what? Bottom line, that's where we're eventually come to that, but we're not there yet. Let's get through some of the last few videos we got, okay?
If I were to leave my husband, there are men lined up who were more than willing to take care of me and my daughter.
You hear that? You hear that? Already starting out. If I left my husband, I got men lined up ready to take care of me and my daughter. The grass is greener on the other side there, gents. The grass is greener. Let's keep going.
But
are they the men that you want?
Yes.
Time out, because listen, this is what women get confused. There's a lot of fucking simps who will do it because they don't have many options. These are the guys that don't have an option, because listen, that's the problem with the game is women feel like because there's always men lined up, they get the fucking delusion that they can have any guy. No, when given the option, you're gonna pick the better option. A woman with a kid is never the better option between a woman without one. I don't care what a man told you. It's about what he showed you. You can sit here and say, he told me this. This guy told me he want to pay my bills. He told me he want me to have his kid. We're going to tell you anything to get what we want. Right. So stop believing what he told you and start believing what he showed you. If he did not move you in and he's not paying your bills, who you dated doesn't matter. We will date you. Yes, we will fuck around.
So she got quiet when he said all that because he dropped them truth bombs on her. Listen, this is not to say, and you guys might disagree with me in the chat, you might disagree with me there at home, but no one's saying that you as a woman with kids have no value whatsoever, that you are a worthless human being and you should go under a rock and hide. I'm not saying that. Maybe some of y'all disagree. But when you talk about options, if you are a woman that has kids by another man, and then there's a woman that has no kids, the woman with no kids is the better option because there is less responsibility that has to be put upon that man. Even if that woman says, I don't need no help with my kids, I'm going to take care of my kids. The fact that you have your attention split between your kids and another man, that is a lot for any man to deal with. Only certain types of men can deal with that. Okay? Only some men can deal with that. Again, it's not to take away from your inherent value, ladies. It's just to say that a man is just going to look differently at a woman who has kids by another man. And then he becomes in her life and those kids' life. Because the bottom line is he can love those kids. He can be good to those kids. But if the thing don't work out, you go off with your kids and you go off to find the next dude. If that dude formed a bond with you and your kids and took on that burden and now the relationship splits, that man is going to lose part of himself from what he gave to you and your kids. That's why women without kids is the easier option. Because if he can have kids with her, then now he's invested in that woman and that kid, that's his kid. He's going to be more invested in that kid than your kids. So I know we said we're going to talk about single mothers and stuff. I still need to put together that video right, and I'm not going to do it until I can put it together and have a well-rounded discussion on it. Okay. Those people work for the aquatic zoo. Let the zoologist get paid for taking care of Shimu and her pups. Oh my God. Yo, per the Godfather, she will never rise above the value of a man she chose to have children with. Wow. Yeah, Godfather did say that. Yes, I like options and women in stocks. And the baby daddy will always be able to hit it. Damn. Damn. I don't think that's always true. I don't think that's always true. But I understand. The fact that there's a baby daddy in the picture, if she's ever had strong feelings about him, yeah, that dude is always somewhere in her picture. So get your point. All right. Now, this last clip was a last added addition because I wanted to bring this to a different type of woman. Okay. I wanted to, let me see what my notes say real quick. I'm sorry. So, in one instance, we had a woman who doesn't realize that she's low value to men, right? So, that mother that we just looked at didn't realize that even though she has these options, she didn't even realize how low value she is to a man. But this next woman, and I haven't watched the whole video, but I listened to enough. Now, this is an example of a woman whose expectations are exceedingly high. Please don't smack your screen when you listen to this, okay? Please don't do that. I don't want y'all to break y'all nice stuff over there. I don't want you to be dropping your iPhones and all this stuff, okay? But this is disgusting.
I've decided me and my boyfriend are probably going to have to break up. I've just been getting a ton of red flags from him lately, and today was my last straw. He took it upon himself to plan our entire Valentine's Day plans and didn't ask me once, what I wanted to do. I was going through his phone to, be psycho, and I saw, everything that he had planned, and when I saw it, I was disgusted.
I stopped it there because I just want to recap what we just heard. I know it's a little low. This woman just said that her boyfriend took it upon himself to plan for their Valentine's Day. She admitted that she was being psycho and grabbed his phone and looked through it. She admitted that, okay? And then had the nerve to say that she didn't like anything that he planned because he didn't ask her. He was trying to be spontaneous. Ladies, if there is any ladies that are watching, if you want to stop a man from doing anything for you ever again, if he makes the effort and you didn't have to ask him to do something, and if you go ahead later on and you say to that man, I don't like nothing you did. This is garbage. These flowers are trash. I don't like these type of candies, blah, 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 right? If you trash everything that this man took the effort to do, and gents, let me know if y'all ever heard women say, I wish men would take the initiative. Have you ever heard a woman say that? I have. I hear it all the time in these videos. Wish a man take initiative, and when he does, you shit on the idea. If you want a man to stop doing it, criticize what he's doing. Find a way to constructively tell your man what you really want. We are not mind readers. And when a man makes this type of effort for you to show you that, hey, I'm doing something for you special, you didn't have to do anything, I did it all on my own, you better appreciate it or you'll never get that shit again. That's a little free advice from Uncle Sean here. Okay? Let's go.
For starters, the restaurant he booked was 4.9 stars, and if I would have taken Instagram pictures there and my friends looked the place up and saw that, I would have been humiliated. 5 stars or nothing. Then
Did y'all hear that shit? The restaurant was 4.9 4.9 stars. 4.9. That's a pretty decent restaurant. And if she would have taken pictures there for her Instagram, she would be embarrassed. I told you, don't smack your screens, gents. Don't smack your screens, gents. This woman is spoiled. It don't get any better either. Let's get back to it.
I saw he ordered me red roses. Like, how basic can we be? He knows I like pink. He knows I like purple. Like, he just doesn't think about me.
The reaction in the comments of this video just demonstrates the gaping wide difference between how women think versus how men think. Because women in the comments are saying that this is absolutely a joke, and it's actually
They got cut off, but that's neither here nor there. Okay? Listen, let me take let me summarize what I'm about to say. Ladies, men have expectations too. And again, I've already told you guys that if a man makes the effort to do right by you, to try to plan something out, and you go ahead and shit on his idea, don't expect that man to make the same effort ever again. Because when a man gets his feelings hurt, because let's just call it what it is, when his pride or ego is hurt, I won't even say feelings, his pride is hurt by you shitting on his ideas, you shitting on the fact that this man made the effort to try to help you. He's not going to do anything else for you. He's not going to want to. He's just going to ask you, right, man, what you want then? Then you're not going to have an assertive man, and then you're going to get tired of this man, and eventually you're going to get rid of him for somebody you think is more assertive. But see, when women really like a man, none of that stuff would have mattered. He could have brought her white lilies, and she don't even like lilies. She's allergic to it. She'd be there with a swollen nose, swollen face. Oh, I love these lilies. They're so pretty. You are so good to me. When they find a man that they really like, they will accept bullshit. We know it, because that's why they cry about being hurt by these dudes. Because they give these men every chance in the world, but let you be a good man and you try to take care of them. They don't appreciate it. Ladies, any ladies listening, you may not agree with what I said on this channel, but you all know women that are just like that. If you're being objectively honest, who are ungrateful. You've seen your friends have good men and treat them like crap. You've seen at least one of your friends do that. Every woman has seen that. If you've had any amount of girlfriends, you've seen at least one person you know, one girl you've been associated with, have that type of behavior where they're ungrateful for the man that they have that is doing right by them. You've seen it. We make relationships all about trying to keep women happy. And women don't know or are always in flux about when they're happy or not. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. We need to throw that shit out the window. Because this is too much of an emotional drain on men to be trying to figure out what your feelings is. If you go ahead and make him happy, I can guarantee for most men, not the 20% of pookies out there, whatever number it is, but for your average man who's going to appreciate a good woman, who's about standing on business, ain't out there playing, you keep him happy, he'll keep you happy. We need to stop trying to talk about keeping women happy because women don't know how to keep themselves happy. Okay? But it is now us men who are getting the short end of the stick. Now, I'm going to play these last couple of videos, but before I get there, I'm going to take a couple comments. I'm not going to be able to catch all your comments because you guys have written a lot. Nope, I might be able to catch all your comments. I was just test firing my arguments yesterday, TSG. Bring on that baby mama presentation. She just mad that the fool is, she is trying to monkey branch to liked her DM best friend's page and not hers. Yeah, I got you. A joke. So no accountability, right? What's up, my peeps tonight? 4 up, man. What's going on? Thank you for coming through tonight, man. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get our summary videos here so we can finish this out. Wow,
God ain't finna bless you with no man that's this, that, and the third, 6-figure maker. He ain't got no kids. He a businessman. He take care of you 100%. Y'all ain't gotta go 50-50. And you don't even work out. You don't even clean up. You don't even, like, you got kids with 5 different men. Like that, y'all not in the same lane. So why worry yourself with a woman that is saying that?
Where is the delusion coming from to get people
to
that point where we gotta just have these false expectations on each other? Not even like you still on her
social media.
Okay.
Ooh, you saw that drop at the end? Social media. How many times have I said that on this channel? I made a social media video and it did terribly, but in that video, I dropped some gems about how social media has ruined women. It's not the only thing that's ruined women, but it accelerated. It was like pouring gas on it. Social media, these reality TV shows, the propaganda that is out there, all these things are keeping women stuck in their delusions. Their life could be so much simpler if they stop listening to other women and listen to their men. If you have a good man, ladies, you need to listen to what he needs from you. And a good man ain't gonna need much from you. But unfortunately, today, for all of us, a lot of modern women think that the little bit that men ask for, it ain't much. And it's pretty much common amongst most of us dudes agree. I don't even have to know you, sir. And we can meet for the first time and we can talk about our expectations, and our expectations will somewhat line up. It'll be off a few things based on preferences, but the core of what men want is the same. Now, if you put women in a room and they making a list, each woman can make a list, and every list will have like a bunch of different things on it that the other woman don't have. And they'll make their list so long that that's the only reason it'll overlap. Where men, it'll be just a few things. And we can all agree, but women cannot agree on what they want in a man. F TikTok. Oh, that social media. At 4, I'm in agreement. Yeah, we're all in agreement with that. Let's get to the last. I think this is the last clip. Yep.
Ladies, one thing that I learned for sure about men is they do not judge women the way women judge women. It's like soon as y'all get wind that a man is dealing with a certain type of woman, or he may have even cheated on you with a certain type of woman, it's like y'all instantly start attacking that woman's looks. The first thing y'all want to do is talk about the way she look. You want to figure out where she work, how much she make an hour, what kind of car she drives. You want to know where she stay. It's like y'all instantly get insecure in your minds that you begin comparing yourself to a woman that you don't even know.
And the reason why women do that, me and my girl actually had a deep conversation about that. One thing I like about my girl is she's been there. We've been rocking together for over 2 years now, and she's been there with me through this journey of YouTube, right? When the channel started picking up and growing. And sometimes I'll bounce things off of her, and she may not always agree with what I'm saying, but she knows that where my heart is. She knows that I'm coming from a good place. If I'm saying it, she may not like it, but she know I'm coming from a good place. That part I respect. But one thing I'm gonna say that we talked about was is like, if you a dude, if you go mess around, F up, right? F up. I'm not gonna say the word, but y'all know what I'm saying. Don't F down. Because women will look at you and be like, okay, I'm mad that you cheated on me, but with her, damn, at least make me feel insecure about getting with a hotter girl than me. But that's not even the point that this woman is making. What she's trying to say in this particular situation is she is talking about you get with a woman who the woman you had deems less than her. But instead, this woman is doing things that the last woman didn't. So the reason why she's stalking this woman and trying to find out about her, because it's driving her crazy. Women look at other women and think, that B ain't better than me. Why would he mess with her? Let's finish hearing what she got to say about it.
It never dawns on y'all that, man, maybe she's nice. Maybe she's a kind-hearted woman. Maybe she's genuine. Maybe she's a great mom. Maybe she listens. Maybe she's not always angry. Maybe she's teachable. Maybe she's feminine. Maybe she's a soft woman. None of that never clicks to y'all. The first thing y'all want to go is at things that do not matter, because a lot of women who got their shit together, y'all instantly start thinking that that's the only thing you got to bring to the table, and it creates this cockiness about y'all, and it makes y'all have ugly spirits. Y'all work so hard on y'all outside, and y'all work so hard on trying to get these credentials to cover up what really hides in the inside. A man has no problem cheating on an RN with a woman who works at a convenience store, because she probably has a better character about her. So better characteristics. She's probably loyal. She's probably just a kind-spirited, soft woman all the way around. He has no problem with picking that woman up. She probably just need an extra push. She probably just need an extra hand at life to put her at that top spot. A man has no problem dating a woman down. So when y'all get done assuming that a man downgraded just because a woman may not be physically attractive the way you think, or may not have certain things that you think she should have over you, understand it's not always a downgrade. That woman probably is that man's piece. That woman probably is a kind woman. And then when y'all get done comparing how much somebody makes, oatmeal beats no meal, baby. Don't nobody care about how much money y'all make and what y'all look like. Work on that inside.
Ooh, my girl came with the heat. She came with that fire. She had something in her spirit. You know what I say? Man, she had something deep in her spirit. Listen, I got to give it up to her. She brought up a lot of good points. But the thing that I'm going to summarize with her points is this. It's the same thing I would give advice to men. Go where you are appreciated, not tolerated. And that woman may not come in the package that your last girl might appreciate. It doesn't matter. It only matters, do you love her? Do you appreciate her? Is she reciprocating to you what you're giving to her? If you're a good man and you are a real man and you are giving your woman what she needs, if she's reciprocating that to you, she's bringing you peace, she's giving you that femininity, she is following your program. She can look like Quasimodo's twin sister. If she brings you peace and you're happy and she's doing for you, you know what? Power to you. You know what? And I mean it. I want y'all to notice something. I never straight rag on women for, you never hear me rag on women. Think about it. Think about it hard. I never rag on women who I have on the channel being overweight, unless they start feeling themselves. When they start having these delusional expectations, like that Aussie girl in one of my videos where all the friends were hot and she was the big girl. She grabs the mic and she talking about, and he has to make $500,000 and I won't accept nothing less, blah, blah. She doing all the talking. I don't rag on people unnecessarily for the way they look or none of that stuff. I pick out the behaviors on this channel so that men are armed to know what to expect. Now, there was a comment that I saw, and Preston made it. Exactly, TSG. Why even deal with women anymore? You can't even approach them anymore. See, Preston, you keep saying that, and I can't rock with that. Let me tell you why I can't rock with that, Preston. I can't, and I'm not trying to single you out. I'm just giving you my opinion, brother. You know I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? We are men. And when you are a man, when you own your business, when you know who you are, when you've been a tiger, you're a hunter, man. I was a hunter. When you know that you've been that dude, and I hate to use this term, but when you know you've been that alpha dude in the room or the sigma dude in the room, I hate using those terms, but I'm just using it to make an example. And even when you come to the point in your life like I have, where you've slowed down and you've calmed down, you think you could just turn, like you think that just because you've mellowed back means that you still ain't a tiger? Listen, even an old lion is dangerous. Just because he's old, just because he don't move around, if you walk up on a lion and you don't come the right way, that lion is still just as dangerous, even when he gets old. This is something I need for you guys to understand. Some of you all want to drop out and not talk to anybody at all. And I'm just saying, every now and then, baby, just sharpen your claws a little bit. Yes, it's hard dealing with this stuff out there, but just go ahead and mingle a little bit. I go out and I socialize with a lot of people, and I do that so much just to keep my ear to the ground for you guys, man. I talk to everybody. It's always been a part of my personality trait. My girl even knows that. I even told her that. I like to talk to people. And me still keeping my ear to the ground when I do decide to go out, I don't go out as much anymore. But when I do, I like to talk to people. I like to talk to the girls, the guys. I want to know what everybody's thinking so that when I come here and talk on this channel, I'm not just spouting off what I see in these clips. I'm telling you exactly what I see in these streets. So Preston and guys like that, if you feel like, hey, I want to back away from this because I don't want to deal with it, that is your prerogative. But we men, we grown ass men. You can choose to do that, and that's fine. But don't ever be nervous to do it. Don't ever stop yourself from doing it because of some perceived behavior. Because I'm going to tell you, women like, let's pick one. Let's pick the right one. Women like this may not give me the time of day, but you know why they don't give me time of day? Because they're not in my league. They are not in my league. But I still will talk to them. I still want to find out the way they think. I let them know that I'm not intimidated to talk to them. I might not even be their type, and that's fine. But I want to know how she thinks. So that way, instead of just seeing this type of woman on the clip, I can talk to you guys about it. I can have intelligent conversations about it because I'm out there. Or when I do go out there, I'm not afraid to talk to them to find out, hey, damn, this is kind of true. This is the way they think. This is the way they act. Okay? So I didn't mean to harp on that long, but I don't want you, Preston, to take yourself out of being social, because all it does is going to hurt you later for when you do look for and try to find somebody. Whether it's in this country or not, you still have to have your social game up. You still have to have it. Still thinks there's dating coach vibes on this chick. Oh, women never hold themselves accountable for a damn thing, but gaslight you to make you feel better about themselves. The hot ones usually don't get on anyone's program, comparatively speaking. The uglier ones are forced to cultivate other abilities, personality. I think it is the femininity that is the difference. Femininity is a huge difference. Bombs, lady. Yeah, she dropped bombs. All right. Sam was up. Alexander, man, thank you for coming through, man. What's going on with you tonight, man? Thank you for coming through, okay? Look, I'm not going to hold you guys up much longer. I've been up all night long. I don't know what time it is now. Ooh, Jesus. I've been up since 11 p.m. Now, I slept up to 11 p.m., and now I've been up ever since. I've made 3 videos today, and I've been on this live stream. Y'all don't think I be working and twerking over here? Psh. But I got something else for you guys. I got 2 other things for you guys. This was last minute. I know I haven't done memes of the day. I'm not even going to call this memes of the day. There's 2 things I want to share with you guys. The first thing I'm going to share with you guys before we get out of here is this right here. Now, this is Las Vegas local news. 2 charged with attempted Control-Alt-Delete in Las Vegas drive-by shooting involving Uber. Now, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up to you guys. Because these are the type of men, the low-quality men, right? These women be like, oh, he hot, he fine, he got all them tats. Oh, he be giving me monies and stuff like that, right? This is the men that these women will lower their value for, to sleep with, to get a few bucks with. Let me tell you what happened. I didn't take the whole story up, right? I didn't take the whole story. I'm just going to summarize it. How they got to the point of driving by was one of these dudes these 2 dudes were in a casino here in Las Vegas. The dude saw his ex-girlfriend with a group of her friends, and then he was trying to like, hey, what's happening? He was trying to get her attention. She ignored him and kept walking off. And then he was like, yo, you just gonna ignore me like that? You just gonna ignore me like that? Let me put myself up on screen. You just gonna ignore me like that? She kept walking. Now, he kept being persistent about it, and he was so persistent about it that eventually one of her girlfriends looked and just kind of said hi. And then he was like, oh, now you're gonna say hi. Now y'all gonna say hi. Huh? Is that what we doing here? So his dumb ass was going in and out of the casino, getting into a car, getting back out, trying to find out where they was at. And the whole time they kept catching it on camera. Well, eventually I think they must have felt uneasy, or they were leaving the casino with a group of friends. And so they got into an Uber. And so the dude got in his friend's car, and then they followed the Uber. And when they got a chance, the dude got out and pretty much sprayed up the car. Now, luckily, I don't think anybody was nobody got Control-Alt-Deleted, but one of the girls, or the girl herself, the girlfriend, actually got shot in the leg or something like that. Okay? These are the pookies. These are the thugs. This is the Ray Vons and whatever. Okay? This is the dudes, the low value dudes that women get moist for. This is what their programming, their biology makes them attracted to now. This is the men that they think are the alpha males. Their programming, right? A woman's programming has her look for and be attracted to the best type of male, right? In the animal kingdom, right? If you have a female animal, and if the animal has the biggest color, the brightest colors, and the biggest mane, and basically take down, like 2 penguins, male penguins will fight to the death to mate for life with that female penguin. There's a whole bunch of examples. The point I'm trying to make is women's biology today has them thinking that dudes like this are the top men. This is what they've lured themselves to. And there are so many articles I come across of women getting control deleted by these low-value men. And then they want to blame you and they want to blame me for it. Which brings me to the next piece of information I'm going to show you guys. Sometimes when I make videos, I strike nerves on this channel, okay? I get under people's skin. Now, I was going to blank out this woman's name, but I screenshotted this before I blocked her from this channel because I saw she had been under multiple comments just causing havoc. And because of this comment, I even made myself coffee because one of my favorite things to do is to make a morning smoothie or my morning coffee and drink and read hate comments while I laugh about it. But given that we're talking about lies that women tell themselves, let's look at this one, shall we? Now, this woman says, men out here trying to pretend like they're the ones who decided they want nothing to do with women anymore. It shouldn't even make sense. A very convenient, y'all, I'm assuming she means it's very convenient. Y'all decided that after all of the women decided to leave their husbands and be single rather than remarry. I want y'all to hear what she just said. It's rather convenient y'all decided that after all the women decided to leave their husbands and be single rather than remarry. This woman is making an argument to me that is a flex because women decided to leave their husbands. That's a flex to me. Man, I was sipping this coffee, y'all. I was laughing my ass off when I read this, okay? She even goes on to say that women left first. It was actually the first thing women did after gaining full-on liberation was start divorcing men and getting away from them. She is flexing on the moves that women made in the girl power movement. And then check this out. And then we raised our daughters to not be with you too. But it's okay, boys. Go on and pretend that it was all your idea. This, hold on, let me read that. Still Stay says, being pathetic in a comment section is a flex for what is that? A female? Oh my God. Did y'all hear this? This is insane. She is in the comment section trying to flex on how women choosing to be selfish is a flex because they got rid of the men they were with because they destroyed families. That's your flex, ma'am? And now you have the highest rate of single mothers ever and kids that are raised under single mothers have the highest chances of failure in multiple things, in education, in lifetime earnings, in mental health, in being incarcerated. There's a whole bunch of statistics that go along with the probability of what will happen to a kid if they do not have two parents. And this woman is flexing on that. And she had the nerve to say, and then we raised our daughters not to be with you too. So you're saying you raised a generation of young girls to also not know how to have a man and keep a man. And you think that makes you better? As well as women think they're doing, they are still not doing better than men. As much as you hear these women out here talking about women are doing better than men, blah, blah, blah. Yes, women are doing better. Congratulations. But women are still not making more than the average man of their demographic. 1 in 4 Black women will marry. Only 1 in 4 Black women will marry. This is what you're proud of? I wanted to share this with you guys because I couldn't believe this was a flex. So I actually remembered to screenshot it before I blocked this person. Again, I wouldn't have blocked her. I would have just left it in the comments for y'all to find or for somebody else to find. The only reason I blocked her is because she started leaving little nasty comments under other people's comments. Like, ladies, you're not miserable. You have to be to come to a men's channel that is supportive of relationships and men making better choices so that they can find better relationships and suss out these red flags, to come in the comments here and then start, because you're in your feelings. Take that L. Take that L. I don't even comment unless I have something positive to contribute. Like, I don't go to people's stuff and then start arguing with them in the comments. I only write in people's comments if it's going to be something constructive and it's going to edify other people or give them an example. But I don't go there and start bashing the creator. And, I don't even talk about the stuff, yo, it make no sense. I'm going to get a couple more comments. We can get up out of here. Where we at? Did I catch all this? Damn, I missed a lot. She's a marshmallow hander to the Pookies. Dude, I'm not ever a quitter, but I like the facts. I like that facts, TSG. I'm always dropping. Sons of single mothers. Yep. Never taught to control their emotions or accountability. How could women think looking at him with those tattoos? Oh, yeah, he good. Stories like this are examples of modern women logic. Sad. Yep. They are attracted to the violent men because the women can control, punish them, and those men have proven themselves capable of using tactics. This is water seeking its own level. Absolutely. And that's kind of what we were talking about, right? Women think they're on this level higher than men, but the men that they attract in their lives shows what their water level is, quote unquote. Still saying? Absolutely. I'm studying martial arts and I'm going to keep proving being pathetic in a comment section is a flex for a FIFA. I already read that. Shout out Black Ram 313. Did I miss somebody? I see you said Black Ram 313. Did I miss somebody? Okay. You talk about somebody. I got you. Gotcha. I'm sorry. No one deserves to be hurt by anyone. No one deserves to be deleted. People should be able to live in peace and quiet and freedom. Yeah, man. And now we got these young dudes out here, terrorists, okay? We're having a rash of break-ins in cars, and it's not just happening here in my town. It's happening in different states. Like, these kids are they're out there. Wow. Okay. I think I saw a video from St. Louis and everybody, all the little dudes carrying straps. My brother, one of my brothers, he is a police officer up in New York, upstate New York. And he said, man, the 12-year-olds are carrying straps. He said it was the saddest thing I ever seen. It is crazy out here. Okay. Women can flex being weak and deserving of pity while also flexing they're somehow powerful, stunning, and brave. Right. It makes no sense. Right. They are strong and they're brave until it doesn't suit them. And then they flip the switch. Why are you doing this? I'm a woman. You need to respect a woman. You need to not be this way with a woman. And trust me, I have video clips for that in the future too. Bipolar, absolutely she is. They raise their sons to fill up prisons. Yep. I meant what I said when I said I love the channel. This channel is the truth. I did hear you about the old line. You actually got me thinking about it. No, man, you a lion. I'm not saying you got to be running after gazelles and stuff. Look, I'm going to use this analogy one more time. When you become an older lion, you aren't out there chasing. You're not chasing and running down gazelles, and you're not the one necessarily jumping on top of the wildebeest. That's not your job as the older lion. Okay? You protect from the threats. You let the little young bucks do that. But if anybody walk up on you, you still a lion. That's my only point. It jumped on me. Jesus. This was a woman who gets no real world attention, so she trolls. Don't worry about it. Oh, bro, I wasn't worried about it. That's why I made myself coffee. When I saw that comment, I was like, I am going to make some coffee. Plus, I've been up since 11 p.m. last night. Okay? You always attract what you weep and become what you sow. You always attract what you reap and always become what you sow. Yep. The word female was Black Ram's idea. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I'm still rolling with it. Keeps it rocking. Nah, it's all good there, Preston. You're doing good, baby. Arguing is pretty pathetic and petty to me. Yeah, no, I'm not even worried about it, man. So we are at the point of tonight's. We are here tonight with the question of the day. What other lies do women tell themselves that keep them single? I want to hear from you. Let me know what other lies that women tell themselves to keep single that we haven't talked about tonight. Broader overview lies. Let me hear from you. Also, if you have any stories about lies that have been told to you that a woman may have delusionally told you, let me know down in the comments below. Anything that resonated with you from the video clips tonight, let me know in the comments below. Bottom line, hit that like button. Let me know what you think below. Oh, man, I would be remiss not to tell you guys, if you guys haven't seen my community post of recent, right, where I talked about how I'm going to be getting my body ready for summer. I haven't decided what weight I want to be. I don't know if I want to get down to about 230, 240, to 235, 230. I haven't decided yet, okay? But last summer, I kept myself at 230 most of the time. Just so you guys know, my ebook, which is in the links of my videos down below, I've dropped the price $10, and I will keep it $10. I'm going to keep the book at $10 for the next for the next few months until the summer. So if you got the book today, you read it, it's an easy read, it's a deep read, it's got a lot of good stuff. You would pay $100 for that information, hundreds of dollars for this type of information. That book is $10 right now. If you get that book and you started working with the principles in my book for the next 3 months, you're going to see results. If you follow my book, you will see results. But you got to be dedicated to it. You got to be persistent. And I'm going to prove it to you guys, okay? I'm 246, 247 pounds right now. When I drop this weight in about 3 months-ish, I'll get on the scale. I'll post another picture to prove to you that I can gain weight, gain muscle, or I can lose weight. I know how to control it now, baby. I got this shit down to a science. Over 25 years of experience. Proven experience. Who else is going to prove that to you? Just telling you, it's a good deal. Also, thank you to my tonight's only sponsor, but I still appreciate it. Chosen. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Everything that you guys contribute goes back to the channel. I didn't even see if I have any cash apps or anything. Let me see. Nope, no cash apps tonight. Okay. So, but I thank each and every one of you guys, even if you just watched for a long time, hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. Okay. I don't know why that didn't pop up on the screen there. That's weird. Question today, modern women think that a man wanting to sleep with them means that they want a relationship with them too. Then are crushed when he hits it and quits it. You know what? Still saying, I know that was one of the implied things that got talked about tonight, but you are absolutely correct. That is another lie that women tell themselves. They think because they can get men to get a phone number for them that want to sleep with them, that they equate that to their value. They think that just because men will lay down with them means that their value is higher because of that. And that's not true. A woman's value is high when she is able to catch and procure a man that is going to be good to her, take care of her, look after her, provide provision, protection, instruction, love, whatever. When that man is doing that unconditionally for her and willing to give some type of commitment to her, that is when a woman has her value, her most value, when we're talking about dating and relationships. But having a roster full of men in your phone, ladies, that just makes you a 304. If you're going ahead and you rocking with all of you, laying down with all of them. It was a triple salute to you, Sean C. Keep cooking. Thank you very much. So while we're here, shout out to you, Alexander. Thank you for coming through tonight. Still Saint, thank you so much. And thank you for answering the question of the day. Preston, always with the dope rhymes and the dope beats. I appreciate you. Shout out to Juju for coming through tonight, man. Thank you. Hey, we got to stay away from that. Look, we got to tell these women to stay away from that pookie juice and them demon seeds, all right? Juju, thank you so much, man. That shit still makes me laugh. Shout out to 4 Up, man. It's good to see you come back through again, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Always appreciates your contributions to this channel, man. I hope to see you back a little bit more, man. Who else we had up in here? Shout out to Chosen. Thank you for coming through. Haven't seen you in a while either. I know you work in different shifts, man, but I just appreciate seeing you. And also, Chosen, I'm also happy for you being tonight's sponsor with the $10 super chat. Again, anything you guys contribute, even a $2 super chat, helps the channel out. Again, I invest everything back into the channel. Okay? Shout out to my brother XL Pro, always supporting. Thank you so much. All right? And shout out to my brother Los D. Hey, if y'all haven't checked out Los D, go check out his channel. If you like anything about investing in crypto, this dude is not only going to tell you and give you the game on investing in crypto, but he's also going to be able to show you about his experiences outside of the country. I don't know if he's in Colombia, but I know he has a beautiful bride, a beautiful wife that shares in his travels with them and a beautiful family. So go support that brother. Go follow him on his channel. And shout out to Alexander Ville. Now, if I missed anybody, let me know. I hope I didn't. You just downright being honest, and I have no problem with it. That's exactly the problem. People don't know how to be real anymore. That's exactly why I love the channel, bro. Salute. No, bro, listen. That's how I became a chief, man. I became a chief because you have to be willing to stand up and say what's right, even when it's hard. You have to be able to lead men, which I've done. I've led thousands of men. I have been an instructor. I have been a mentor. I've been a teacher. I've been a big brother. I have been so many things. I have helped people with their fitness. I have helped people with their personal problems. I've done a lot. And so I didn't get to that position by not speaking my mind. And I definitely didn't get that position by being a weak man. Okay? I put a like on the channel. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. If y'all guys haven't hit the like button, do that for right now. Listen, gents, I had a good time tonight. We did good time in the night. We did good time in the night because your boy need to jump in that shower and get some rest, all right? So, listen, thank you all for being here tonight. Let me make sure I catch any last comments. Okay, I hear y'all. See y'all. Okay. So anyway, thank you all very much. I'll be back next week. I should have another video out by Friday. And hopefully it's something dope for you guys. Just support it when you see it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until next time, live your best life.